What if I told you the muscle car is making a comeback in a way you never expected? Picture this. A sedan that can outsprint most supercars, with cooling systems so advanced they could double as a space shuttle's heat shield. Welcome to the 2027 Dodge Charger Super B, a vehicle that's not just breaking records, but rewriting what we think a family car can do. Personally, I think this is the moment when the line between daily driver and track monster finally blurs into oblivion. Let's start with the numbers because, honestly, they're wild. 600 horsepower? That's not just a spec. It's a statement. Dodge didn't just slap bigger turbos on an engine. They reimagined the entire powertrain. Those 56mm Garrett turbos? They're like the lungs of a marathon runner, breathing in 7.5% more air than before. But here's what makes this really interesting. They didn't just chase raw power. They focused on torque delivery, making it available earlier and sustaining it longer. This isn't just about 0 to 60 times. It's about how the car feels when you're hammering through a twisty back road. Imagine the visceral thrill of having 531 pound-feet of torque at your disposal like it's your second nature. What many people don't realize is that this kind of engineering isn't just for show. It's a calculated move to make the car feel alive in every gear. Now, let's talk about the cooling system. If you've ever driven a high-performance car on a hot day, you know the agony of watching the temperature gauge creep up. Dodge's solution? A thermal management strategy so comprehensive it's like giving the engine its own personal air conditioning unit. They've increased the high-temp radiator capacity by 50% and doubled the low-temp circuit. But here's the kicker. They didn't just upgrade the radiators. They redesigned the entire front fascia. That splitter and spoiler aren't just for looks. They're engineered to funnel air like a jet engine. At 150 miles per hour, that's over 100 pounds of downforce. If you take a step back and think about it, this is the kind of engineering that makes you wonder why every car doesn't have a front splitter. It's not just about speed anymore, it's about control, precision, and surviving the heat. And then there's the handling. Dodge didn't just throw a stiffer suspension in and call it a day. They reworked the entire chassis with CDC adaptive dampers, stiffer bushings, and a rear stabilizer bar that's 20% stiffer. This isn't just for track days. It's about making every drive feel like a rally. The fact that they added a selectable rear-wheel drive mode is genius. It's like giving drivers a switch to toggle between everyday and hooligan mode. What this really suggests is that Dodge is targeting a new generation of drivers who want performance without sacrificing practicality. It's the best of both worlds, and I'm here for it. But let's not forget the software-defined fun. Track mode and drag mode aren't just gimmicks. They're tools that let drivers exploit the car's full potential. Drag mode's ability to reduce front rebound and increase rear compression. That's like giving the car a second heartbeat during a drag race. And torque reserve? It's the kind of tech that makes you feel like you're cheating physics. When you hold the brake and floor the accelerator, the system spools the turbos while holding back torque, then releases it like a coiled spring. It's not just about acceleration. It's about the art of timing, the dance between engine and driver. And then there's the design. The yellow-green sucker punch color? It's not just a paint job. It's a statement. In an era where cars are getting sleeker and more subdued, Dodge is throwing a middle finger at the status quo. The new Super B logo, the aggressive splitter, the performance spoiler, it's all about making a visual impact. But what I find fascinating is how they've balanced aggression with subtlety. The diamond black with sucker punch accents? That's the kind of detail that makes car enthusiasts geek out. It's not just a car. It's a canvas for personality. So what does this mean for the future of muscle cars? The Super B isn't just a car. It's a cultural reset. It's proof that the spirit of the 70s is alive and well, but with a modern twist. Whether you're a purist or a tech-savvy driver, there's something here for everyone. And if you're wondering why this matters, because in a world where EVs are dominating headlines, Dodge is reminding us that the roar of an engine isn't going anywhere. It's evolving, but it's still there. What's your take on this? Is the Super B the future of performance, or just a nostalgic throwback? Let me know in the comments.